Alrighty, folks, we're doing a little live stream here. Nope, well, starting. So we'll get right into it in a second. But I wonder if that thumbnail changed. Let me check. Okay, it did. Cool. We're getting into a. Copy. Okay. Get into a Wild Hogs playoff match. Oh boy. And it's going to be extremely Norsemen. That is Lich King's team. Number 1 for Gork against number 8 for Mork, which is Randall Clark's Pro Elf team. Elf Aerobics versus extremely Norsemen. And let's get the skills up so we can see everybody's juicy stats and what have you. We got a block, Mighty Blow Yeti, so gross. And also a disgusting pitch invasion on turn 0. Lovely stuff. Let's tag everybody as well. Yeah. I guess we forgot to put the Gork and Mork tags in the Discord this year, so we can't tag everybody. So yeah, if you're watching, just hit up everybody that you know would be interested in seeing a casted playoff game. So successful pickup with the Agi 4, Sure Hands, Armor 7s, and Lich has got some pretty good names in these boys for certain. Pile Onsen, or Frenzy Pile Onsen, there we go. Glorious. But he is he out? No. It's the other Norse team that is out. Isaiah's team that I have to play Wednesday, I think we scheduled. For our game, Bretonnians versus Norse. But he's missing a Blitzer, so it's going to be, or a Berserker rather. It's going to be a interesting game. But yeah, Lich has kind of sprung up the, the side of the pitch where everybody's stunned for Randall Clark's team. Not this. I mean, this is pretty rough. Not being able to activate 5 players and having a KO. This drive may be over already. Yeah, pretty rough. Got the Edgy 5 guide, but there's no real way to get to the ball here. Not particularly. Just looking like he's just gonna go for an easy blitz on the Death Metal Ericsson. Although Death Metal Ericsson, I don't think is a great. I'd rather just commit 2 guys to the beast. You're still getting some players over here, because not like you can really prevent him from going wherever he wants, but he is such just an extension into your own half. I'd rather get down this beast, kind of try to contain this area even a little bit. The middle's still annoying to get through because of all these just limp corpses in the middle. So if you just put like 1 guy here, he has to blitz to really get through. Because now he's just going to move left, obviously, the left flank, and just kind of safely drive up that way. That's about all she wrote. Gets a dodge. I don't think there's any more dice to roll. Yep. Three. The playoffs up already? They are. I play Sotek, yeah. Yep, Pone is going against the Sotek, and I think they're playing Sunday. We stream their games. And that's going to be a bash fest. Undead versus Dwarves. Dwarves with a shit ton of guard. Undead with strength 5 mummies. Fun for everyone. And this poor Pro Elf team. These guys were already kind of technically the underdogs just because of how much SPP Lich has. But now they're really effed because They just got pitch invasion hard, dude. 5-1. I think the Frenzy Pylanson or somebody got stunned. I wasn't there for the exact start of the game. Couple seconds late. And then he kind of dedicates the blitz to the opposite side. Then 1 and 9 the blitz, so his lineman is stuck base to Death Metal Erickson. The unfortunate. Wild Animal works and he bases 3 guys. That's pretty nice. Throg the Troll King here. Last I checked, he wasn't a Yeti, but you know, whatever. Yep, I mean, based on these guys up is definitely not bad. Makes enough to do. Yeah. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I mean, anywhere to blitz with his berserkers seems like a good idea. He has tackle. Well, he doesn't have tackle with this guy, so I probably would have liked to see him tackle with tackle, but this works as well. But that is kind of denying yourself the free natural hit. It's the injury. Does Mighty Blow come into effect? Turns an 8 into a 9, so yeah, it does. Very nice. Frenzy Pylanson doing work yet again. And man, these fucking elves are just taking an ass whooping, getting cracked by the crowd, by these poor, these angry Norsemen and their Yeti.
Alright, Ryan, I will see you later.
Alright then, see ya. Alright, and Blitz is just kind of thinking here. I mean, he obviously blitzed that guy so he could have the mobility to get Death Metal Erickson somewhere else. Otherwise, you just take the free hit. I mean, this guy's guard. I was thinking that you'd maybe put the guard like right here, so then it supports this guy's hit, and then you go and hit with the tackle guy, poleaxe drivers. But that's just because I'm a walk dice greed man. But no, he moves him over here, kind of isolated. That's interesting. Just general rule of thumb. I mean, against most elf teams, you don't really want to split up your team too bad. And I mean, he's in a dominating position, so it's not really that big of a deal at all. But generally speaking, if the game's much closer, you don't want to give the elves a chance to kind of isolate your guys, screen them out, and then just like run to the opposite side of the pitch because they have Agi 4 and higher movement. Yep. Came to watch. I came to smash a like button. Well, thanks, man. Keep smashing. Smash away. Smash it, dude. Yeah, we're just casting a little playoff game between number 1 Mork and number 8 Mork. Or no, opposite. Number 1 Gork versus 8 Mork. And Randall Clark is struggling in this first half with a brutal pitch invasion and 2 removals by turn 2. Pretty brutal. But Kenneth Cooper, man, this guy's a beast of a player. Kind of sitting in the backfield, not doing particularly too much. Definitely good safety. And he does, you know. Does he have 2 blitzers? He does, because blitzers and pros are really good at, you stick them on the fronts of cages, and they just kind of sit there and you can't hit them, because once you get blodge or once you get dodge on them, having blodge sidestep is very gross. He goes for the hit on the Yeti, I definitely agree with. Hitting down this guy is definitely a fine choice indeed. Ooh, and an armor break. A little blood spurt, but just a stun. And I think he's out of movement. But I definitely would have moved him or Kenneth Cooper maybe up, or Pauline Potts. I mean, yeah, that was definitely a good hit, but there's just not a lot you can do in this situation besides try to screen still, because he's only down 2 players. The screen's not going to be the best it can be, but it's also not going to be bad, because you only need to area deny, you know, like 1/3, 1/4 of the field to really make them struggle to kind of move around and gain ground. But right now he's kind of too far in the middle and giving lots of room for a lane to be made, or a lane, you know, already made, but he can just kind of secure, Lich can secure his position up here. And he should have enough guys to do it fairly safely. Kind of blitz off this guy, or he pretty much just feed him to blitz wherever he wants, but you don't want to trap yourself down here too much, because this is just kind of like wasting time. You know, what you want to do is have the ball secure and then just start beating the crap out of his guys. This is essentially the mission. I'm going for the loner. Alright. As friends, he gets another go at it. And if that one fails, nope. You're hit with the Yeti. Boosh! Into a stun. Or is that going to be a KO? Yeah, no. Mighty Blow KOs him. Oh, does he? Yeah, Mighty Blow KOs him. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Guys got 2 movement to move around with. Is he going to base? Is he going to stay? He's going to go. Alright. Yeah. Oh, wild animal. 50% does not work out this time. But he's still in a really good position. He's moving backwards. Interesting. Yes, it's only turn 3. But that's just like giving the elves position to just kind of screen out. And I mean, I don't know how Randall plays his elves, but I would definitely be looking for a screen here, screening opportunities. Especially because he's presenting his line so linearly, as he only really is kind of coming up to this line. Because he had an extension, he had full extension, just kind of push through, make it hard for Randall to really like halt his progress. Now he's kind of giving him an opportunity, maybe do something about it. He's 3 players down at this point. It's going to be a little bit hard, but there's definitely I think this definitely helps the pro elves in the long run here, for at least their chances trying to either sack the ball or stop the score. But at the same token, Witch is completely safe from. I keep calling him Witch and Lich. His name is Lich King in the Discord, and it's Witchfinder in Blood Bowl, so I just alternate unknowingly between the two. Yeah, I mean, I understand the security thing, because he didn't have, I guess he didn't feel like he had enough Norsemen to, like, move up safely, but I think he definitely could have. Especially if he, like, blitzed up into this cluster of elves, kind of making it a little more risky for them to do shenanigans. Maybe with the Yeti or some sort, yeah. Especially if he had the guard guy up and around there. But he's looking like he's just gonna kind of do the good old bait and switch, kind of move around the pitch, loosen Randall's defenses up until he can just safely move onto whatever side he chooses. And we'll see if Randall opts for the more kind of aggressive, I'm going to attack your formation, or if he's just going to screen away and try to deny at least some part of the field to Lich King. But his block dice have not been hot. I mean, he hasn't rolled a bunch. Nature of elves usually only get a blitz off and maybe 1 or 2 dies here and there. But his 2 dies have not been spectacular. No pows for him. Jim, you have to go backwards. We got full strength. I feel like if we both win, we might play each other. Good Fahrenheit Lizards Day and 1. Oh yeah. I saw that Valnir. So me and Black Iron did like a league recap video that I still need to edit together and post. But we made predictions, and Black Iron predicted against you, Valnir, just so you know. He was like, yeah, the Lizards are just gonna like crump all over him. I was like, okay, I mean, I'm just saying, like the 4 Mighty Blow tackle blitzers are gonna get a hold of those skinks and just mulch them. Like, you know, you have to play really well as lizardmen not to get your skinks like mulched when you have that much mighty blow and tackle on the field. Like, I don't know. Your doom is coming for you, Pone. Yeah, having a little banter here. A little banter. Yeah, Black Iron betrayed you hardcore, dude. He was like, nah. Oh, those lizards. It's gonna smack around you. Yep. We'll see if Black Iron can make it through Paul's Amazons. It's gonna be a rough one for him. It's gonna be a rough one for both teams, honestly, because I think if Paul wins, he's probably gonna take heavy losses doing so. And I think if Black Iron wins, he's gonna have to win through injury rolls. He's not gonna be able to not gonna be able to win through like just kind of outmaneuvering him because those Amazons are just they outstrength Agi and like they have a ton of blodge. I mean, and it's really the positioning of the blockers too. If he does well with the chaos dwarf blockers, keeps them together, moving in a unit, just beating down anything that comes near them. Could be fine. Frenzy Pile Onsen going for another frenzy hit. Rolls dub skulls. Gets the path on the reroll. So that's two. Oh, and I didn't realize Randall Clark had a wizard. How unobservant of me. Okay. Pylon did, Pylon's a fake skill, guys. Not real. It doesn't matter. I need Paul to lose because I don't think my one tackle can stop him. Yeah, Pone, we're talking about that in the recap. like your poor whites were just like starved of SPP like all season until near the end. And then you just got like one pitiful tackle guy. Yeah. Tackle's definitely necessary in a super diverse league like this. Okay, sends out a guy. Got a little scoring threat over there. Interesting. But this is also like moving back in this situation. I kind of don't like even more now that I know the wizard's on the field. Because if you like traditionally cages up or something, like he's like, oh, I'm gonna like do the traditional cage and just kind of waddle up the field. That's like cool and all that, but that's prime time like fireball, like get Norsemen knocked out because they're armor 7 type situation. He's really spreading out though. Really spreading out. And then I'm assuming he's gonna move the tackle guy up here. Because Edgy 5 does not care about these tackle zones. No sir. That's an easy one die on the ball. I mean, if he was really greedy, he could wizard that guy, dodge through. This is a 2-up, grab, run away. This guy's probably going to back him up here. Yep. Well, then what he could do, lightning bolt, 2-up, grab, throw, just punt it over there. But I mean, honestly, what you could do is just you grab it, and then you blitz somewhere, like maybe this hole for this guy, and then you just tag the 2 tackle guys. And then you have your blodge, blitzer just kind of chilling there. And then all you can do is hope to get like a 3-die with the Yeti maybe or something. Because hitting down blodge without tackle is not a fun deal. I'm betting on a 100% Gork win in week 1. I hope. I hope. Short shorts, what a man. Yeah. Where's short shorts? Yeah, short shorts. There, Bruce Richards, Simmons. Yeah, both teams have some pretty good names. Yeah. Let's see what Randall Clark's up to here. There's definitely potential for elf shenanigans. Like, oh, this is a 2-up, 3-up. Or this is just a 3-up rather. Cause goes for the lightning play. Okay. Woo! He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Well, there, Bob. Oh, okay. He's saved by the Apo. All right, that's still a 2-up pickup. That's a 3-up dodge. Into 2-up dodge into a. I mean, you might as well even go there because that's still a 2-up. So, yeah, so 2 up, 2 up. Well, yeah, because lightning bolt. 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. Bunch of 2 ups. You can grab the ball fairly easily. And I mean, he doesn't even really need to do that because he can just blitz away somebody. But, ooh, okay. I was not expecting. Okay, yeah. That works though, for sure. I'd definitely tag this guy. I think. Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously tagging a Mighty Blow tackle guy is not fun, but you do need to get these guys so they can't just instantly blitz your Agi5 guy, because he's definitely more important than this other blitzer here who has a niggling injury, boot. But yeah, it's actually looking a pretty good position for Randall Clark to recover the ball here. Wizard gone though, so if anything does fuck up, wasted Wizard. Oh, goes and picks it up. Very good. Now where does he go is the real question. Does he retreat back? Is he out of movement? He is. Is he gonna throw it? The thrower. Now, yeah, now there could be some potential for a runaway game. Okay. I would just throw it because it's the same amount of dice whether you throw it or do a going for it here. And if you fail the throw, you don't get knocked over. Whereas the going for it, you trip and fall, ball scatters, and you make an armor roll. So I'd definitely throw it. Yeah. That's disturbing presence. Sorry about that. Okay, does the 3-up pass? I've done the disturbing presence. It's -1 from pass as well. Yeah. Okay, so it didn't matter where he passed it. So that was definitely the right choice. I forgot about this guy's. The Yeti's secret's disturbing presence does not come into play that often when you only have one, but didn't matter anyways if you roll a 4, I guess. And this is what I was talking about. I was like, well, especially with the Wizard, you do not want to just kind of try to stall out the game that, like, I don't know. I just think he could have made a decently strong position just sitting on the sideline upwards a little bit. Make it really hard for Randall to really do anything about it. Because even if he recovers the ball up here, he probably has to go through multiple tackle zones, run back. You know, I don't know. Definitely player preference there, though. Is this going to be a double one? Nope. This looks pretty safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, you can't really hit the ball. You only got 9 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no. No way. Let's see what Lich King does. You can either go and try to stop the score, or you can just try to beat the crap out of that Agi5 blitzer. With the Mighty Blow tackle guy, pretty good chances. At least armor breaking him. Ooh. Oh man. I love this is the thing I love about elves is they make stuff that just games that could be over if it was just a bash on bash and just turn it around in an instant. Just the ability to just 2-up most things, you know, is pretty brutal. Even on arguably the shittiest elf team. Elves are probably the shittiest elf team. I mean, they have the lowest armor and they have kind of the weirdest, like, they have the most developed positionals, but they also don't have the best. Like, I mean, obviously war dancers are better. They're like a weird mix between like wood elves and I don't say like high elves. I guess wood elves and high elves because they're all AV7 except for the blitzers, and then they have pretty good catchers. Their linemen are just absolute trash. Like Elf-wise, they're just garbage. Yeah, he'd rather have anybody else. So he's going for just the regular blitzer with the niggling injury. So it's actually probably more likely to injure him, I suppose. You need 4 guys for a for 3 die though. Oh, where's he going? He's going over here with the guard thrower. Which, by the way, guard thrower I heavily disagree with. I'd rather get strong arm. But I guess guard definitely has its uses. Guard on an elf team is pretty gross. Pile on! Dude, he missed it too. So, jeez, Pile Onsen just not living up to his name. Twice that has failed now. Even stun. Just unfortunate. Oh, double. Yep, 1 and 9. Unfortunate. But I was expecting him to just hit this guy. I mean, he was it seemed like he was surrounding for a 3 die. I guess not. Because doing this doesn't really like help you too much. Because it's just a 3 up, 2 up anyways. You know, 3 up doesn't have a reroll, so that's pretty good. But you know, that's a lot of resources dedicated in one guy. But nobody's in scoring range yet. Now they are. But Lich really doesn't have the tools like that. I wouldn't put tackle up here. Like, you need the tackle safety when you're playing against elves. It's just the thing to do. I'm betting on an 88% work win week 1. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good now, but thing is, elves can get pretty crumped on easily, and then they just can't prevent scores, and then it's easily tied back up, you know? But if he does, let's just say he does score here and he stalls out till turn 8, which is like the ultimate move. And then he quick scores, then it is going to be very hard for Lich. Because if he scores here, turn 8, then he 2 turns, you know, sends out some catchers, grabs the thrower, chucks it, goes for those 2 going for it and makes it in. Then it's going to be 2-0 with like 9 turns, or not 9 turns, with 7 turns for Lich to get 2 touchdowns. That's pretty tall order for sure. Especially, I mean, you know, Norse I think is like average, like their average team speed is about 6, which is overall average. So, I mean, they're not slow, but they're definitely not like fast, really. Yeah. Yeah, is Yeti 5 or yeah, Yeti's 5, so their average should be around 6. 6.5 or something, I don't know. Alright, turn 6. He's, I gotta say, Lich is looking pretty screened out. I mean, he can get his runner up a little further, but mostly Randall Clark should just be able to dodge away and rescreen for a couple turns and then score. So, yeah. Very well done, I'd say, by Randall Clark. But the half's not over yet. Definitely potential for some 1 in 36s and some POWs to be rolled on Recluse Richard Simmons. We'll be going up to 20 SPP if he scores a touchdown. Dude, he missed it. Oh, getting hit. Is this by Pile Hansen? It is. On a KO. Does he risk the pile on? No, it doesn't. Good move. I've seen pile-ons knock people back into consciousness too many times. It's such a waste. Such a waste. Oh my god. What was the score against the Lizzies? It was 3-0, Paul. What if I got 2 tackle from a game? Nope. Yeah, so yeah, you got a tackle and a there's an injury. What is that Blitzer's name? God, he's something different. Poleaxe pile drivers on. Oh, yes. The distant coven of the Pile Onsens, yeah. Yeah, Pwn got Mighty Blow and Tackle, I think, for his whites. I probably would have gone 2 Tackle myself, but that's just because I'm a Tackle fanatic. I just hate rolling stumbles and not knocking people down. It's the worst. But with that injury, it makes it a little harder to screen. Still fairly easy. Like, it does not take a lot for just Simmons to get up in here on the edge of the end zone, and then just kind of put 2 guys in front of him. And he might have to score on the turn 7. I think the best Liche can get out of this is making him score turn 7 and then hope for the 2 turn. Yeah. And Valnir cheating. Yeah, but I beat you, therefore I'm better than you. Exactly how Blood Bowl works. You're right, Pwn. Yeah, Prof. Queasy. Yeah. We're getting revved up. We're getting revved up for the playoffs here. Yeah, me and Black Iron made a recap video for anybody who's here now who hasn't heard me the first 2 times. But we made a recap video, but we made the playoffs playable before we released it. It was going to be coming out a little late. But the prediction Black Iron made now that he's here, he totally thought Valnir was just going to get crumped. Like, just totally like booty paddled hardcore by those block lizards. I think he had like 4 or 5 Blocksaurus, which is pretty nasty. But I had a counter argument. I was the devil's advocate, and I was like, hey, you know, those blitzers with Mighty Blow and Tackle, they should be able to, like, because you have to play very carefully with your skinks, like, when it's crunch time with the lizards, because your skinks are your lifeblood. I mean, everything's your lifeblood, but I mean, your skinks are really your lifeblood because you can't handle the ball basically at all without them. You know? So he dodges that the other way, which means he has to dodge away from Tackle again. So not the greatest move there. Yeah, okay, goes and bases that guy. He can. Not the screen I was expecting, but I guess it's the screen we got. Because now. I just don't know. Like, this is you can. I guess you can't get hit, but you can definitely get based by Tackle, which is more than necessarily you need. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Coach. Don't know about that one. We'll see what happens. I'm assuming the double going for it for the base is coming. And then I'm also assuming that some of these guys are going to come out, try to counter screen these guys away. And that basically makes it so Randall has to score on turn 7 now. Which I mean was more than likely anyways, even if he did a proper screen just kind of right in front of his catcher, it was going to be hard to keep the Norse at bay for too long. Oh, he goes for the... I mean, blood, you know. Gotta go for blood. That's fine, though. You know, I mean, we have 5 removals here, which is pretty good, but it's also surprising considering how many of those were not Mighty Blow hits. They're just regular hits. He's probably gonna have to. Well, he has another reroll. We're risking the 130, but that's pretty. That's pretty unfortunate because now this guy gets a 2+ away. Yeah. Wrestle would have been better. You just outnumber him so much. I don't think he. I think he can screen. Maybe, because this is a 2+. Go right here. 2+. Maybe like right here. This guy's got. I mean, I don't know. He can. He can if he wants, but he's got to roll some dice. Got to roll some dice, and if he screws up, then it's. Nah, not good. I think he might be going for the hit, maybe. Maybe just a cheeky hit. And then score. It gets push. This guy's based still. Yep. Alright, 1-0 Elf Aerobics to Extremely Norsemen, but on Witch's Drive. So, pretty... Oop, got the little scoring thing. It's lame anyways, they just kind of cackle and they kick the ball around. Stupid pro elves. We get the thrower and I don't know which lineman back. Was it any cool type of lineman? Maybe. It might have been short shorts. Who knows? And but it looked like one of these guys. So just a nothing lineman, but that's something for sure. And so yeah. I forget though. Scoring on his turn 7 leaves Witchfinder with 1 turn left. So he does get the line hits, but he can't go for the 2 turn. So we are heading out into the half. Unless a riot happens, we're heading out into the half with 0-1 Randall Clark. Looking good for the Provs at this point in time. Sherry Crush is texting me soon, waiting for an answer. Is it scored to get multiple revival, KO revival times? Yeah, that's definitely a good argument for it as well. But that at that same notion, getting 3 free hits on the line before the end of the half is not particularly great, especially when you have 3 Mighty Blow on the field. God, this Yeti's so gross. I don't play Norse often, but I've tried them occasionally on Champion Ladder, and I love this crap out of them. But that Yeti has like 1 in 9 me more times than I care to list off, and it's just he's just been a big. He's like the Rat Ogre for me. Like Rat Ogre is super fun to play with, then he just ends up dying or getting like horrifically maimed. You know, like strength down, movement down. Just like why you do this? Why you do this? Big guys should not have AV8. I mean, balancing reasons, obviously, but come on. You're telling me these shoulder pads only offer the same amount of armor as this naked wolf guy? Really? Really? All right. Well, at this point in time, it is oh, woo! We got a game. Oh, and the touchback too. Oh my God! Wow! The game. Nuffle has mercy on Witchfinder's soul, man. Holy crap! That is ridiculous. Now he still has to get him up there. At least to square 4. That's movement 7's cap for getting to the end zone with 2 going for it. That being said, he definitely should go up further because if he gets knocked back down or, you know, he has to move 1 to the side to get around the screen, you definitely want him to have that extra movement. And the way, the pylon does it. Pylonson, you suck, dude. You're trash. Just stop. Give up. Just stop embarrassing yourself. Like, it's over. You don't need to, like, I know your pappy did pyloning when he was a young boy, but you're just, maybe you should go into, like, programming or something. I don't know. You're just no good. But yeah, that's how the Sage got knocked out. Yep. Unfortunate. Riot knocked the Sage's Goblins out of playoff, pushing Cherry Crush into play. Although maybe I think Cherry Crush was close to the bottom of Mork there. Here we got a cage. So we're doing a little sidestep with the tackle frenzy piece there, Berserker. So I should be able to. First for the 1 die. Right. You probably didn't want to do that. Tell you what. Because you didn't really free up too many other guys, and you wasted your reroll. So now if he makes a screen up here, or if he faces this guy, he does. If there's any elf resistance up here, and things need to get funky, you know, a little bungle in the jungle. Oh, there's a Yeti hit. Which has no rerolls now, so yeah, he's gonna have to rely on that dodge. Good old dodge from Skullbeard Vikingson. And then see how YOLO this gets. Like the same thing happened when I played against Liche. Yeah, pretty gross. That was maybe he just has the Norse just have some kind of deal with the Blood Bowl Devil here. The 5th Chaos God, Nuffle. So I'm looking at the state of the game, or the board state here. And I'm thinking he probably wants to go all mans, all base up there. Maybe leave like 1 or 2 guys like this lineman kind of dodge through or something. Because there's no... Like, tackle's not going to be able to get up here, really. So you can try to use your blobs to your advantage, especially when Lich has no rerolls. So I definitely put this guy either on the ball or ooh, there's a going for it. Getting the guard guy in. Yep, that's a score for the witch. The Lich. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, is this a? Do you only get to square 5? All right, well he has to make going for it. That's at least that. But I definitely would have not done that going for it first on Randall Clark's part. I would have moved this guy into position, maybe up here or up here, and then then probably move this guy around, face this guy, and maybe blitz the Ulfhorner and face that. Yep, Mason's going for it. Tied up. So now it is a much closer game than anticipated. Look at those flexes. Okay, enough, guy. Let's see the KO rolls. Up for the elves. So we're only 2 down as pro elves. Randall Clark is 2 boys down. It's his drive. This is well, it's not his drive yet, actually. You know what would be ridiculous? There's another riot. That would crack me up. It'd kind of be justice too, to be fair. I mean, if we're just looking at it from an objective standpoint here, Randall Clark got pitch invasion, half of his team was down, turn 0. Yet he still stole the ball, with the assistance of a wizard, of course. Still stole the ball, and got a score. If he could have stalled 1 more turn when he was scoring, it wouldn't have given the chance for a riot. Which is another reason to stall. But it's a very minor reason because it's unlikely, but it is another valid reason to stall. That and you just guarantee they can't hit you off the line again, which is very important for elves. So we'll see how this half goes. It's gonna be tight because now if he quick scores, he risks just getting tied up and also beaten up more. So Randall Clark is a bit tougher position now that he's out a wizard and it's 1-1. Going into the second half after this. You know, I guess he's just gonna set up for riot. That's all he can do. I mean, I don't know if he has. Does he have enough players for a 2 turn or 1 turn? Let's see. He's gonna have to see, but he has to move this guy. Unless he, I guess, just dodges through. Because if he hits him this way, which is fine, Pushes him here. Then you have to have this guy out of the way, like probably like right here. And then you hit with whoever's here, and then you push this guy over here. Yeah. And then this guy would be here, and then you push him there, push this guy out here. But then, you know, it's a rough go of it from there. But that is how you one turn. You just chain push. For any of those who don't know, it is one turn. Technically possible to one turn with any team in the game. Technically speaking. Just, this is what playoff right here. Yeah. The only team that can't one turn, I think, is no, because halflings can do it, goblins can do it, ogres can do it because they all can throw. If you have a movement 6 piece, you can. It just takes your entire team and a lot of chain pushing technicalities. You need a lot of pushes. And, you know, and then there's Scumbag Skaven who can just naturally one turn if you get the right stat ups and skills. He's working it out though. He's actually you need to push him 3 times because I'm used to Wood Elf catchers who come with sprint, which means they actually have 1 more square of movement. Pro Elf catchers do not. So they just kind of need to waddle up into this area somewhere. I don't exactly know if he set up properly though. He might need to do a dodge with that setup he has. Unless he's doing something I'm not thinking of. Which could very well be true. No riot though. So it makes it a whole lot harder. And what does our boy Randall Clark is up to? What is he doing? What are you doing? To grab the ball. Necessary. And the good thing about pro elf catchers is they don't give a fuck if they're in tackle zones or not because they have nerves of steel. Probably better to throw it now because you're in gonna be closer range. Maybe have it be a short pass instead of a long pass. And we got a good old successful pass. Catcher has it. I still think you need to move that guy though, because now he has to like. Yep. All right, there we go. So we got 1 push. But he has no guy here. You have to go. You have to. What is it? There's this guy here. There's this guy here. He's gonna have to move a guy around here. There. Probably this guy. Best bet. It was short shorts on the Skull the Line Fodder Son. And then push this guy into that guy. And then yeah, we should probably move that guy around here. Then push there. 3, yeah. Yeah. Let's just see if he can figure it out in time, hopefully. And he will need to roll the pushes, you know? He'll need to roll at least 2 more, or 1 more push, and then just a push type of dice, like stumble or power or push. After that, then he needs to make some interesting dodges, to say the least. But honestly, if he had a guy here, no, I guess there wouldn't be too good. I guess he followed. Yeah. Well, he needs to move this guy. Guy needs to be moved. Whoa. 2 ups. I mean, that's fine, but probably helps in the long run. Yeah. Needs a push. That sucks. That means we need to push this guy here and then somehow hit this guy. Push him one more. He needs to hit this guy. I guess he's just using all the time he can to, I think you can go there, buddy, yeah. Okay, very cool. And then you need to move these 2 guys over here. Here and here. Yep. But he's almost got this. Yeah, he needs to move this guy. You're around 17 seconds. And push here. It just needs to be a block. Yep, got some pow. This guy, move from here. Then we got a dodge and 2 going for it. And he's in the clear. There's the dodge. No! Oh no! He pulled a goji. No. Oh. Oh. The tragedy. The horror. The shame. My god. Wow. He cannot make going for it this game. Wow. That sucks. Pretty heavily for the Pro Elves. I was rooting for him there in that one turn. Anytime a one-turn opportunity shows up. I love to see him work. Basically, GFIs are the man's enemy. Yeah, he's not enjoying them in one bit. Him and the turf monster gets him every time. Oh, that could have been great. That could have been glorious. Oh, I feel that. That's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking for Randall Clark there, but we're moving on. Moving on to the second half. Oh, sip of water. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough to watch. Because it succeeded in, yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So, there's 2 ways Randall can go about this. He can try to quick score and then steal the ball again. Or he can try to stall, which both are not particularly great options at this point in time. Seeing as the Norsemen have taken 0 casualties. Yeah, that blows. So we potentially could be looking at an overtime type of game here. We could be looking at an overtime type of game. Just with the way that transpired, that went down. If Randall Clark's team gets too beat up, we could maybe see Liche pulling out the victory. I'd say more than likely at this right now, Liche has the. He's going for another one turn. Is that just the position? That might just be the position he's starting out in. Yeah. So I'm assuming what I would do is I would try to go for the stall at first. I would kind of fake going for a 2-turn. And then pull back. And maybe just dance around in the backfield for as long as possible. And then, just have my thrower hang on to it and then just chuck it to the one of the catchers downfield. turn 7 or 8. But if he feels like it's too dangerous, he may just go for the 2 turn here. Which is not a bad option, but again, pretty risky because stopping a full force Norse team with 2 less guys, probably just linemen, so no positionals are gone. But still going to be a pretty tall order. Not going to be easy. Alright. Pulls a GOG, blah blah blah. And final game against Lizzie's got decided by my GFIs too. Yeah, I hate it. I hate those type of games. Can't wait to hear what you say in the preview video. Did you say my Amazons lose to him too? But I thought Lizzie's would pull it out. Not sure, but 100% wrong position. Either the head versus me and Paul. Goji said, thinks my team will do the tackle. Yeah. There's no overtime. So if it's tied, we go to, or I mean, there is overtime. What am I talking about? Right? There should be overtime. Yeah, I was like, huh? Wait, what? Yeah. So it goes to overtime, and then it goes to kicks. Kicks are the stupidest thing ever. I actually, the last time Turin was playing in this league, it went to kicks with me and him, and ooh, was I angry because I lost on kicks, which is just coin flips. Your little guys line up near the goal post here, and they just kick it, and it's a coin flip if you make it or not, and whoever misses the kick first, or whoever makes it first, and then whoever doesn't make it. So it's kind of like, it's like a kickoff in soccer. Like if you miss, you miss, and until somebody makes it, then the stakes are on. And if you can't keep up with whoever makes the kicks, then you lose. So if somebody makes it, you have to make it, and if you miss it, you lose. And if you make it, then they have to make it, and if they make it, then you have to make it. So forth and so on. But it usually only lasts a couple of kicks before somebody makes it, and then the other person doesn't. So. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not particularly familiar with the soccer vernacular there, but yeah, it's the same thing. And yeah, in finals, like finals, you can't go to kicks in the grand finals because kicks are just stupid. They're just like although this game can be decided by luck a lot of the time, it is very much heavily decided on player choice as well and positioning, and that has absolutely nothing to do with anything that's skill related in Blood Bowl. It's literally just flip a coin, who's luckier, you know? Yeah, because I mean, you can argue like at the end of the day, you can argue like, oh, I lost on coin flip, oh, I lost on GFI, and like, but everybody can come back and just say, oh, well, why do you have to make that GFI? Why do you have to do that? Was there no other way you could make that better for yourself? And at the end of the day, most of the time, there's a way. But I mean, you just don't see it at the time because you're playing in the game. You know, a lot of there's nerves, there's stress, there's a billion things to think about when you're playing a Blood Bowl game. So you're definitely not always playing optimally. I mean, 100% you're not playing optimally, but you're not always playing your best. You know, for sure. Sometimes you don't even realize it. And that is a mighty blow. Hit on the good old, let's see, Violonson? Nothing. This guy. I told him to give up. He's being indignant. He's just not going for it. He's like, I will injure someone. I will do something useful for my team. Besides just lay on the ground being a lump. If the game can be decided by after OT, the players should meet up in real life and fight each other. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the that's the ultimate Blood Bowl. You have to spill real blood if you're a real man, you know. In the game state, it's not too bad for the teams. Fairly stale until somebody starts committing here. We're gonna have a pretty little neutral game here, where everybody's kind of playing off. They don't want to commit too heavily to one side, because elves will just run to the other side, or you want to be careful that you don't base up too much. So Lich is playing pretty screeny, pretty just kind of standoffish, waiting for the elves to be the aggressors. And it's not the worst plan. But it's also not a terrible plan to, at some point, collapse if the elves refuse to move up the field. And it means safely collapse. Like, you definitely have to have safeties up and activated. Can't just go full throttle, herp derp, base. You have to leave a little bit of... You gotta put a little pressure on, keep a little pressure off. It's like you're learning how to drive manual. Yeah. The Alright. Going into Pro Elf turn 10. Blitz on a Lino. It's a knockdown. We see an armor break. We don't know yet. Oh, there's an armor break. Just a stun, it seems. Yep. Line Fodderson doing his country proud, being line fodder. Seems like Randall Clark is probably going to be content in his position. And his position maybe readjust a little bit, so those that Ulfwarner and tackle guy can't get through. We're going to shift to the middle. But we'll see. We'll see. Because Lich definitely doesn't want to commit, and it's definitely understandable why. Because if you commit to an elf screen like this, it's so easy for them to just kind of blitz an edge off of one of your guys and just run through and be free. That being said, when you pressure someone heavily, you usually, when you have body's advantage, you usually can get them to score a little bit fast if you do it properly. So basing up's not always the worst thing, but definitely need to do it with intent and vigorously. Man, this is so sad that he only needs one more SPP and all his pylons just will not allow him to level up. Like a champion to fight for you, like Game of Thrones. Under 18, we pick a middle school child. Damn, they are stunties, aren't they? Dressed up, look like a player from whatever the team they represent. Find an actual midget. In Cali, should that be hard? Is Cali known for having midgets or something? Yeah. Hire them from the SAG. Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, Hollywood. You'd probably have a lot of characters. Ooh, we're doing a dodge, eh? Doing a dodge. Alright, well. That was something. Stun tackle guy is not particularly great, but no advancement by turn 11, not too terrible. Only takes 2 turns for elves to score, so. Does not mean a lot in terms of scoring capacity here. And Randall Clark should be fine to stall a little bit more until more pressure comes on, I think. Working on that guy. As long as the edges aren't super locked down by turn, 15, 16, or 15-14 really. You're not too worried about advancing. You just don't want to be overpressured. And having your guys based up, and then you start failing. Like if you fail a dodge, then you're deep shit. Obviously, you know. But yeah. I mean, there's no impetus for Randall to do anything now. But we'll see come crunch time. Will Liche be able to stop the elf score? Yeah, this is a really good technique too, is if you have a lineman hold the ball, and then people kind of like hunt after the lineman, or they hunt after, you know, catchers or something. And then you go ahead and just leave your thrower kind of off to the side, just kind of in there. People don't really pay attention. They're just like, oh, you know, like there's more pressing matters. Like I need to stop these catchers. I need to stop the ball carrier. I need to maybe hit these get these blitzers. And then you just hand off to the thrower and just chuck it down. You know, the throwers, and basing up a thrower just even with one guy is probably not enough. Then you can just, you know, still just a 3-up catch, which is perfectly average of a roll to make. So we'll see. Do we see the herp derp, or do we see the? I'm gonna try to elf screen the elf screen, because I think definitely some pressure does need to be put on here, even if it's just a guy or so. This will force some of the elves to go backwards and deal with that threat, and then it weakens their screen overall. Then you can try to slowly drudge forward into their position. Make them pay for screening you away. When do you play Gojira? I play Wednesday against the Norse team. In fact, against Azer, and I'm Bretonians. I'll be playing Wednesday around 11 a.m. my time, so PST, which is like UTC -8 or whatever. You go on UTC or BST or whatever it is. Yeah. GMT, they're all around the same time though. It's like, right. Yeah. Yeah, poor Yeti. Left alone. And he, yeah, that is the thing about Wild Animal. I like that it leaves the tackle zones, but pretty rough. Just kind of mutilates your mobility a little bit. But I mean, hey, I play with a tree with wood elves, so I don't know why I'm talking about mutilating mobility. Because trees can be very useful in the bash matchup. You can just kind of stick them in the middle, and everybody wants to hit them. Just because they're annoying and they're big. They're like, crump that guy, you know. And then you end up just stand firming when they roll pushes and cackle. Yeah, I'm gonna got a little push here by the Ulfwarner, daring to adventure into the elves half. And we're going to turn 12. About halfway through the second half. Not nearly as exciting because I am bad. What does that even mean? Oh, about the elves. Right. Hey, I like my tree, man. He doesn't get any injuries ever. Still at 0 SPP. Had him first season. So pretty terrible. Still like him, though. Still useful in some stuff. Excuse me, boys. Little itch in my throat. Sippity some water. Yeah. Yeah, for those of you, who don't know, I'm kind of stuck in my couch with a torn LCL. Got a surgery to fix it. I have some dead guy's LCL in my leg now, which is the one of the ligaments that connects your the bottom half of your knee to the top half of your knee. And I have a recovery time of about 6 months, but luckily I'm only couch bound for a few more weeks. Then I can get off my crutches, walk around like a normal person. And it'll take an hour to read chat, yeah. Well, I don't have it on my phone because my phone lies. My phone will be like, one guy commented once an hour ago. I was like, oh. But so I just have my laptop, and I don't have. I actually do have a another monitor now, but I'm not set up on my desk. I'm just sitting on my couch with my laptop on my lap. Probably why my mic quality is also shit, because I do not have my proper microphone for this stream. Incoherent Rageson. Incoherently raged out of the pitch and onto the KO heap here. Yeah, is he the kicker? He was the kicker. Yeah. I'm sad because in my elf team, in my other league, or in weekend times, do not have kick on an elf team, which is actually pretty bad. I've been finding out recently. Not great. Would much rather have kick on the lineman than like block, because kick can just help you so much, especially if you're in a dominating position. If you're like up players or you're up like score, you can just go for the greed and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna kick it super near you or super far away, so I can just like run towards the ball, sprint towards it, herp derp, elf it, just grab the ball in any tackle zone. Don't care. Click and score. Click and score. You dead people stuff. Did you take an arrow to the knee? You just had a shit voice. Oh, Pone. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just love you, bro. Yeah, I did take an arrow to the knee. No, it's a football-related injury. High school football was not kind to me. Being a slot receiver where you just kind of take hits to the face all the time, not great. Not great. Spandex. Valhalla Mountainson. Man, it's so weird to me that the linemen don't get strength access on Norse. I mean, I know it would be ridiculous if they could, right? Just have a whole team of guard. But it just seems stupid to me. Like, they're Norsemen, man. Just like shredded speedo gods, And you put the guard guy there, which is weird, because if you put him in the square next to him, he would have gotten a toot out of this guy. But, who am I to judge? I guess he's going for, double skulls. Going for the hit here. If he actually frenzied him over to that side, would have gotten toot out there. But I guess going for the, the POW and the KO, that's good too, I guess. So yeah, he's definitely starting to close off a little bit of field access. And Randall's retreating to his corner here, but elves be elves. Like I said, I think at the beginning, I think this half is going to be much harder for Randall to maintain the win here, as he just needs to like survive this this defensive push from Liche, and he should be able to pull it out. But his team is AV7, and will pretty much get crumped on by these angry blocking Norsemen. Wild animal succeeds. Tags these guys have dodge. I'm not too worried about them, but at least gives Randall the chance to 1 in 36 and fail it all. So, yeah. Going for the surf. I don't think he was going for the surf. Yeah. Be surprised for sure. There has been no surfs this game. I mean, I don't think Randall's given him too much opportunities to. Could be wrong. Maybe in that second half there's just some guys waiting to be surfed. But mostly the game's been played in midfield. In all honesty, like Randall stole the ball. His midfield ran to the side a little bit, but it was never particularly on the edge. So Norse really couldn't capitalize on their strength here. Yeah. Because I mean, there's no point to go for the surf on the blitzer. He has sidestep, so it's not really a thing. But I guess he could have gone for the surf on that guy technically. No, not really. But he's heavily committed on this side. I will say this might be the time for Randall to get the hell out of dodge. This guy is definitely going to use dodge and should use sidestep probably. Over here, maybe even over here somewhere. Dodge away. Nope, going backwards. Probably the smarter move. Just get an easy 2+, maybe screen out. But committing to hitting this Ulfern is kind of annoying. I would think that they're going to go hit the tackle guy. Shift this way. No point in shifting this way. But again, because he's so far away and he has no real... Randall has no real presence on this half. These guys have enough movement to really get over here, you know. But they don't have enough movement if this guy were to like camp around this line. It would only be this guy, and he should have enough movement to screen Skullbeard Vikingson off. Maybe even if he got this guy around, tagged him or something, would help as well. You just yeet it downfield to the loner. I do enjoy me some yeets. The thrower's gone, so no more reliable throws. But yeah, that's definitely not the move. But it'd be funny as hell if it worked. Just fucking chuck it. But I think the play is probably to hand it off to the catcher and then screen him off somehow away from this guy. And I was even thinking this guy could like. I guess he's gonna go for the Ulfwerner. I was thinking the Pauline Potts could squeeze by here and kind of be a scoring threat up here. Then you'd have to deal with him. Then you'd draw some guys away, right? Yep, we are seeing the blitz on Angry Beerson. It's the POW. Pause. Oh! Gets a stun. That can be pretty huge. He should have some movement. He can probably go like right here. Oh, no, right there. Yeah. I guess he'll just rely on the Ulfwerner having 50 dodge chance. Maybe just move this guy around. Yeah. That's probably, I mean, it's not particularly safe because 50% with the reroll is 75, but it's something. Because now it's not really safe, I don't think, to pass to this guy. Not yet. This guy will be able to get around. Can't really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe you can get around here, but this guy's still coming over. I'd probably just move him. Maybe you move him like right there. Because then this guy has to dodge on a 5-up. Yeah. Yeah. This guy can go scamper off into the wilderness. Out into the free land. What's it going for? I don't think completely necessary, but maybe he's passing. Passing to this guy. With the reroll gone, I don't know. Well, actually, you might want to at this point. Ooh, does the elf things? Yeah, it does elf things. About to say, you're going towards an up and hot guy. I wouldn't have gone for another one. There you go. Would have made it on a 3-up anyways. Yeah, and he definitely didn't want to keep it there though. This guy would have come through. Or he wouldn't have come through, but actually he might have. There's a chance because if this guy got a pal, could have done some going for it, some dodges and stuff. Does seem like there's just gonna be a little shift. He doesn't even move the loner. I find weird. I don't see a point to that. Because you're moving downfield. Again, you're just kind of have a chance of getting one of those Norsemen to go up and tag him. Unless he gets a POW. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, he could have hit him if he didn't throw it. So, throwing it was definitely the move. I just don't know about that going for it beforehand. Because that's two 2-ups instead of 1 3-up. Yeah. Hoping Liche misses him. Sneak attack. Sneak attack. Yeah. So sneaky. I'm like a ninja. Come for the blitz against the Roger. Jane Fonda using dodge. The base of the ball. Always good. Got sidestep, so really the best option is to dodge away, which luckily you have a fairly good chance of doing. Being an elf. Yep. That will be turn for Lich King. See, if he had picked up the loner also, he might have been able to do cheeky loner dodge. Gotten a little some. But I mean, this is also, again, opportunity for Randall to switch sides. He can commit here. A little dangerous, but no tackle really in range if he goes full throttle down the field. Get to about this square, 16 or whatever. You can get to 20 easily. But then you only have 2 turns, so I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's valid either way you go. If you want to stall for 1 more turn. I'm gonna hit him. That's weird. Not what I expected. If he goes here, that's gonna be really annoying. Here. See there? Actually, there's a number of places you could go that'd be absolutely annoying. That's not one of them, though. So that's a-okay. So you can swing around, give it to this guy. This guy just pops off. Just pops off. They can still go for the balls deep play if he wants. This guy can provide a little screenage, and then just score next turn 15. Giving Lich 2 turns to score. I'm not sure if Randall wants to do that. Or if he feels confident he can stall 1 more turn and go for the score on turn 16. Yeah. Yep. So he's thinking. He's moving. Wow. This is where he's holding his ground, huh? Okay. Interesting move, Senor. Interesting indeed. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely screened off. So I wonder if he's sending the catcher out. No. He must. He must be. He doesn't send him out too far. Tackle can easily crackeroni him. And the loner fails like only a loner can. Stun. At least it's not a removal. That is pretty unfortunate. The issue with this setup is there's only one scoring threat, but if he blitzes the scoring threat, then there's less guys to help with containing this little area. But again, he isolated himself to a very small area, so it shouldn't be too hard for the Norse to just kind of screen off. Yeah. I don't necessarily agree with keeping the ball there yet. I think I probably would have handed it off. You know. Yeah. Yet he doing nothing, so that's something. That's one player basically out of play. Goes for Kyle Hansen. Guy finally got the level. Huh. Guess I missed when he got the level. I wasn't paying attention. Because that guy's been trying a whole lot this game, not doing too much. So let's get the ball. If the game moves to OT, it's another coin flip. Yeah, it's a coin flip. It's just another random chance thing. Yeah, I have to like tab out to like check chat. So when I'm like checking chat, I don't see what's going on in game. Because sad, poor laptop life for me. But yes. When I went into overtime with Turn, which was the semifinals, it wasn't the Super Bowl, fortunately. It resulted in just a random overtime like thing. It flipped again, and Turn got it, and I think I stopped him, and it went into overtime. Went into extra overtime. Went into kicks. Then I lost in the kicks. So I technically lost both coin flips. Pretty shite. Yeah, so now Randall's in a bit of a tricky position. If I think I know what's going to happen, it might happen. We might see an overtime, unfortunately. I really didn't. If it goes to overtime, I don't even know if I can cast all of it. It's a lot. But our best. We'll see if I don't get hungry by then. But hopefully somebody can score here. Because I think Randall messed up a little bit, but I don't think it's unrecoverable. I think there's a fairly there's a decent way out of this position. I think there's make some one dies here. You can maybe make a one die against the old corner, blitz through the lineman, and then run this guy through. And I think this guy's technically in scoring range. So this is a 3-up, 2-up, 2-up, 2-up. Then you can score. So this guy can get to moves with the ball carrier. How's it to that guy? Okay. This guy's actually probably better for the job. That was a pretty good move. I'll applaud that. I mean, it's an extra 2-up for sure, but having the Agi 5 guy to do the throw is definitely better odds. Now he has to one die the Ulf with block without block. That sucks. Okay, he's right. He's stalling, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I guess you know what. It could be a ridiculous strategy that I'm thinking of right now, but he could be like wanting to go to overtime, hoping he gets the kickoff, and then just quick scores, and because whoever scores first wins, and then just quick scores and wins. That is a really, really balls deep strategy, though, because if you don't get the kickoff, you're screwed. So, don't know what to say there, Chuck. It's pretty bad. There's a good vibes in the full covering the knee. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I'm fully activated again, but should be pretty relatively in full walking capacity in 3 to 4 weeks. Might as well use it, man. You only have 2 rerolls, but I mean, you also have to think about overtime because you don't get new rerolls in overtime. There's a stun. It's just loner back up. Probably just gonna get tagged by somebody again. Maybe. So we're gonna see a hit on the catcher. I'm gonna see some hits on these guys. I still don't see why you just don't do the 1 die. Now getting 2 died. Much more likely to get hit. Is gonna base Pauline with a tackle, so good stuff. But with movement 7, let's just check how far this guy can go. Go right to here. And it's still a pretty horrendous throw. It's not good. There's nobody besides this guy to hand it off to. He's gonna wrestle again. So he has to go. So here's the issue: is that with this guy has to wrestle. Now he has to go into scoring range next turn, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Luckily, he can get in there with full range of movement. So good on him. But it's gonna make the throw distance terrible. He's most definitely gonna have to hit him. And yeah, he hits him. So now the Pro Elves are not looking too hot here. I don't think, because a long bomb, keep in mind the template for a long bomb is 13 squares long. 1/2 is 13 squares long. So movement 7 guy, get up to here. He physically does not have enough range to throw it to Jane Fonda in the end zone. He has to hand it off this guy for a 3-up. This guy has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then probably going for it. Make the throw. It's like a long pass, so that's like a 5-up or something. So not great chance, but doable. Not a great chance, but it is doable. Yeah, Recluse Richard Simmons. Really do just look like 80s band guys. I think the lore on the Pro Elves are just they're retired old like haggard guys who were once like super good like elf players, and then they retired and they ran out of money, so they're like, oh well, we better go back like into Blood Bowl to like make money again, come out of retirement, and then everyone was like, nah, we don't want you on our teams. You're all like old and haggard, and so they started their own union, the Elven Union, and so they got together. Their crazy haircuts and all, and they made teams. And I think that's the fluff behind the Armor 7 of them. They kind of older, because funny thing about elves is just like in most fantasy like settings, they age like not the same as people. So they can be a couple thousand years old and still look all young and youthful and shit. Fails the dodge. Oh. So I guess this is a stall for now that's a 4-up catch. That's a 4-up catch. I think he's just stalling. I think he's just stalling for overtime, which is ridiculous. Like that should not be a strategy that you use. Ugh. It's so unreliable. It's so ridiculous. Who are you blitzing? And this guy. Yeah, we are seeing overtime. I'm gonna tell you what. If the elves get the ball, I will continue. If the elves do not get the kickoff, I may leave the stream up, but I'm gonna mute myself and go get some food because I'm freaking hungry. Because this is intentional. Like this definitely was intentional stalling. Like this guy Randall just waited. I mean that's fine and all that, but there's many opportunities for him to get the ball up the field. He did no such thing, because this is not the way to go. If the Norse get the ball, there's a huge chance of just Randall just flat out losing. Just flat out like. That's really funny. It held your message for review, Tomek. It was like, you said a naughty word. Suck. Ooh, the big suck. Can't say that. Angry Pearson. I mean, honestly, like, it may not even be that long if the Norse get it. Now that I'm thinking about it. Got how many guys? 3 injuries? 2 KOs? Yeah. Ooh, the foul. Jane Fonda? Stunned? Okay. Where are you, Jane Fonda? Where was this foul? Oh, there it was. I was like, what the? Okay. Just a stunnerino. Yeah, overtime. See who the goblin blesses with the coin flip here today. Get a regular liner out. The guard thrower stays out. Yep, Norse won the toss. So this was Randall Clark's game to lose. He had, I don't think it was guaranteed that he could have scored that drive, but he had very, 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 very good chances of doing it. So we'll see how this drive pans out. Yep. I'll stay for the first couple turns, see how it progresses. If it's like a very deep kick and looking like they're gonna take their time, then I will probably set it down, keep it running. But I'll see if they can wrap this up real quick. God, it's wild seeing those turn 24s on there. Jeez, I hate when those come out. Playing like 2-hour games, 3-hour games, it's so stupid. Like, I love Blood Bowl. Do not get me wrong. Love Blood Bowl. Could not play in real life. Could not play it, like, consistently in real life as I do, like, in game. Like, 3 hours, because it takes, like, minimum, like, 2 hours, 2.5 hours to play a Blood Bowl game in real life. At those tournaments, man, I do not know how they do it. I guess it's, like, multi-day tournaments, I suppose. I mean, you'd have to sit there just for, like, if it's a large tournament with multiple, like, stages, at least like 8 hours just for the like getting through most of it, right? 8 hours straight Blood Bowl. What? And it is different. I will say it is different though in person, right? Like when you go to like gaming stuff, like there's definitely more upbeat energy than you just sitting like stoically at your computer. In my case, my like laptop like making my legs fall asleep here. The Rock, Death Metal Erickson. This guy has just been beaten on. Oh no, that's a random guy. I thought it was Armor Sevenson. That was the Agi guy. And I was like, damn, the wizard tried to kill him, the crowd's trying to kill him, like everybody wants this guy dead, but it was just Death Metal Erickson, random lino. Who cares about him? It's a pretty good kick. So I think Liche should have this in the bag. We'll see. Well, guy's fine. I mean, you can do a little elf screen, but yeah. Some tackle. Yeah, and I think the armor breaks are definitely going to start hammering in the fate. I believe this game will end up is a 2-0 or 2-1 Lich. That being said, you have an IG5 Blitzer with dodge, so you can pull a large amount of bullshit if need be. But I just don't think this was necessary. Like, you definitely could have gone for broke, and it's fairly safe as, like, pro elves and wood elves to go for broke. Mostly just 2-ups. Yeah, Randall Clark has too little players to effectively screen. He has to dive cage at some point, or else there's just nothing he can do. And then try to sack and get the sack and score. With the amount of players, is just not super great. Here it comes. Oh nope, we got a hit on that guy. Because what I don't like is hitting a cage corner here, because ball carrier is Agi4. So not only are you more than likely to just get hit by like the tackle guy, right, who's right here, but also if push comes to shove, this guy's just gonna woo 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 and just run away. Yeah. Yeah, like that's fine, because you're gonna need him to cave dodge. Cave dodge again. I say it. Dive the cage. Cage dive. Yeah. God, vernacular's disintegrating before my eyes. How has that loner survived this entire game? I don't know. You know, I mean, loners really aren't of the utmost importance, like, on your priority of, like, getting rid of stuff on elf teams. He's, pretty low on the list. You're pretty just hot garbage. Worst elf lineman on top of that, he is loner. He's pretty not good. I really wish this game had more modability, though. Run like Chaos Cups, so whenever you win a Chaos Cup, you can choose one guy on your team, regardless of what team, to give him a mutation. Just imagine, like, War Dancer with, like, 2 heads, or, you know, like, Big Hand or something. So you can just pick it up, like, wherever. Doesn't even matter. Just dodge in, pick it up wherever, leap out, or leap in, pick it up wherever, pass it somewhere. Pretty crazy. Because I know and they have capabilities for it too. In the champion ladder, or the champion tournament rather, like, you know, the tournament you go to after you place somewhere in the champion ladder, there's a skill called fan favorite, and it allows you to basically give you 1 fan factor, I think, is what it does, as long as that guy's on the pitch. So that's pretty nice. Like, that helps a lot for you know, the kickoff rolls. I think it helps winnings too, which I didn't realize until recently. But fan factor actually does help winnings. So yeah, he's just marching up the field, taking a little bit of his time. As soon as the score happens, it's game over. So I'm expecting the dive to come soon, but we may not see it, so I don't know. If we don't see it, then that's just pretty much like a concede on Randall's part here. Because I think that'd naturally be a 4-up or a 5-up for an elf going into 3 tackle zones, but it is a 4-up. You can easily block out the those other 2 guys. So it'll be 1 die. Then, you know, just roll pow. It'll be right as rain. Roll stumble, roll pow. Push him to the sideline. This ball scatters. Go pick it up with the catcher or the other blitzer or something. Then pray, you know. Pray to the Lord that Knuckles with you, you know. Which one is this guy? So I would dive. I would cage dive at this moment in time. You're not going to get really another opportunity. Actually, you'll get one next turn because he can't technically score. But, well, he can. He can hand it off. He can hand it off to one of these 2. And you don't really have enough players to tag him. So yeah, we'll see. What probes decide to do. And actually, I don't know what I'm talking about, because if you just stand this guy up, blocks out both these guys, and you can just go. Okay, well, he's going for the "I'm going to prevent you from scoring somehow" thing. And yeah, it's just not the move, man. I don't think he realizes how dire of a situation because, like, it's very easy for him not to give up hits on the ball. You know? And I think you just got to take him when you see him. Because he still's in scoring range. Like, both these two boys here in scoring range. It's only a 3-up away. 3 up and then a couple 2-ups. But more than likely, this guy's just gonna blitz this guy off. This is gonna run up. And they're gonna drown this boy. And they should be okay. Should be able to hold on for one more turn before scoring. This game will finally be over. Alrighty. Let's do it. Let's do it. What I think is pretty cool is that Goblin Spy actually tracks the amount of time you take. Yeah. I don't take 2 hours, Pwn, okay? It takes like an hour and like 20 minutes or 10 minutes or something, whatever it is. Which is second slowest. Somehow I didn't get slowest this year, which I'm very impressed with. Shouts out to I think it was Chubby Bloke who beat my record. This is a weird position though. I don't know what Lich is doing. He didn't again reposition. He can just go up the flank. He can just knock this guy the fuck out, move up, base a bunch of guys here. You don't need to screen this guy away because he's gonna get in regardless. You just put a guy here, guy here, guy here, and then have your little cage up here and move this guy up. It's still gonna be ridiculously hard for this guy to get in. But yeah, if you just put this guy here and then put 2 guys there, obviously this guy can just go in for. What is hell? Okay. Okay, so he's going for the score. Yep. It's only a 2-up now. Yep, makes it. Alright. GG. Randall Clark and Witchfinder / Lich King. And the Blitz, look at those brass knuckles. That's just mean and unfair. But GG. GG indeed. Huge mistake not trying to score that Randall Clark made. I have no clue what that was about. He had a fairly good chance. Turn 15 or 16. He had a, what was it, a catcher kind of I think it was, kind of a little before his half of the field. Could have just ran up. That's what the catcher did, but he could have ran further, and he would have been away from tackle. I mean, he does have wrestle, so the both down does get him down, but that's at least putting him in scoring position and, giving you a chance. Because after that, there's no way you're not getting away from his team. And even, then there's a second chance because the guy was surrounded. And you could have dodged out on a 3-up, 2-up? And then, yeah, anyways, GG. Let's get on with the stats. 33% to 66%, that's surprising. Usually it's opposite for Elves. Yeah, a lot in his half. 0 passes, 3 passes, successful catches, so all good. 45 blocks to 20 more blocks. Yeah, that's standard. Well, a lot of yards running. Again, not common for Elves, but I guess he stole, because of the steal in his first half. He definitely took a lot of the ball stats away. SVP, definitely more for the Norsemen. Got the 19 to the, what is this, 11? Yep. Okay, Lightning Bolt Wild Animal, 61, so pretty good for a 50% regular, Jump up, very nice. Catch. Right. And roll a lot of 1-dies. Yeah, roll a lot of 2s. Armor. Not barrel, but not bad. Yeah, literally just middle of the road. Casualties, dodge, going for it. We're pretty bad. There, that's pretty awful. 60% is not good. Wake up. Wake up's good, and passes were good. Alrighty, well, wasn't too outrageous of a game either way, dice-wise. Thanks for joining in. That was first round of the playoffs. The Witchfinder / Lich King moving on to the next round of the playoffs, and Aerobics are going home. Good luck to Lich and his upcoming playoff run, and thanks for joining us for this round, Randall Clark. You know, you'll get him next time, bud. GG. Hard fought for both teams. Exactly, Paul. It's the hubris. Yeah, the hubris. Yeah. Yep. All right, everybody. I will catch you next time. Peace.